Yesterday, Beatrice and I were invited to attend retirement party of this man, and his wife organized it in Jatikura village, which is southwestern Delhi, but we could travel pretty much all the way from Gurgaon without leaving the Haryana state. Gurgaon is in Haryana state, next to Delhi. So we basically traveled north only 25 kilometers, which is like 18 miles. This Jatikura comes and basically border of Gurgaon, the north end of Haryana state, one side. A lot of development is going on in that area. New buildings, rural area there. And highway is being built, which would go to the airport. One of the leaders there, Sandeep, who is Vinod and Jyoti, husband and wife, from Delhi. Jyoti's younger brother. And Jyoti's parents' home is in Jatikura. And that's how God's work began in that area. So that Jatikura is about 6 kilometers from one side of the airport. So it's not far away from the airport. So we had that fellowship, and the believers from Jatikura area, they were there, plus one of the believers. This lady is from Jhansi, Madhya Pradesh. Jhansi is Delhi, and then Agra, and then you go south, keep going south, then Gwalior and Jhansi. In Madhya Pradesh state is before Maharashtra state, the eastern side of Maharashtra state. And Madhya Pradesh will touch towards north and east, Uttar Pradesh state. It touches. From Jhansi, this lady and her son passed away when 16 years old, some years ago, before she got into this truth. And so she is an older person and came to hear the word from God, God's truth. She believed that, believed, and recently she had twin sons. The doctors and everyone else said she would not be able to conceive, but at her older age, she had joy of having not just one son, but two sons. And in their culture, basically generally in India, rural area, it's a joy to bring forth children, but sons. And God really blessed her with two sons. And that inspired her relatives way down south in Jhansi, and they also came. Many of them were there. Her younger sister, sister-in-law, and the relatives, whole bunch of them. Around 10 persons were there. All became believers because of this one miracle. And I could see from how this lady who had twin sons, she was totally blessed with God, this living God, our Father, Creator, that she has no desire for any other gods. And she boldly proclaimed the blessings from the living God. And this was real. Therefore, her family, they also turned to the living God. After the fellowship, one of her, I think that was sister-in-law, she came and wanted to be minister healing. She had very severe shoulder, neck pain for quite a while, and as I ministered to her, it was spirit. So spirit started crying, then cast out. So she was healed. And it's good. The other people, her family, looked at it. And Stephen was also invited. Nita, Stephen's wife. Dharampal was there too. And Jyoti Vinod. Jyoti's home is there. So through one person, Jyoti and Vinod, one couple, how this village was opened up. Her brothers and families, they also turned to the living God. And many people were saved in that village and neighboring villages. And it's moving. And then now all the way to Jhansi in Madhya Pradesh. So the value of one person, one Christ. Also another angle is we speak the words from God. That is the truth. Many words are spoken, many things were promoted, get people to speak also. But the words that comes from God, that does the work. That's powerful. That's living. And we have the privilege to speak those words from God all the time. And that generates result. It's executive orders from the heaven. That works. That get things going. And the perspective, the truth. Again, truth is we are seated at that very powerful position. Very, very significant, powerful position. The authority seat from where God brings out the executive orders. And who's willing to speak? And we open our mouth, that goes to the world to get the things done. And it does get the jobs done. Each of us, as we speak, it changes the creation. Brings effects. Life goes. Like Jesus said, the words that I speak, it's spiritual, of spirit. And it's life. It gives life. And God has given this great power, authority. We have authority, like that spirit that recognized that I was speaking to this lady yesterday, immediately recognized when I begin to speak the words from God, then that spirit just cried, just knew the time has come. It has been giving this lady very troublesome times, many years, and realized that this spirit being had to go. No more house, no more steal, kill, destroy. So got emotional and cried and had to go. So we have this great power, authority, and God gives to us His truth from our mouth. And we speak, and He is giving the increase. He gives the increase. That words from God goes to this dry ground where they are hearing the lies, not the truth, devil's lies. But we speak those wonderful truth and the signs following, the signs, the fruit, that get people to look, consider. And of course, God brings to our path the hungry people who are hungry and thirsting. Like Jyoti went to that home village in Jatikura. And it was not a difficult thing for Jyoti to do. She lives in the South Delhi, and God put the desire to go and speak to that particular place, her hometown, home village. And there were brothers and wives and relatives. They were the ones. They were ready to believe, ready to receive, and they also began to walk with God, and through them, God was able to add to that church, such as should be saved. Then that lady from Jhansi, she got the blessing, and through her, now new works began in that place in Madhya Pradesh, Jhansi. And so mightily grew the words from God. And that words from God, He will prevail it. That words will prevail. And it's because it's powerful. Moses, one person, his word prevailed. All the words and beliefs which was against Moses in that country, Egypt, the Pharaoh's words, the ministers' words, their media's words. It didn't matter. When Moses humbly moved with the working, energizing of God, no one could stop him. No power. Even the military couldn't stop Moses. Military and power and the dictatorship of Pharaoh couldn't stop and kill him. So that's our mighty God. We don't see him, but it's very, very powerful. Our God is with us. Jehovah of hosts. They're ready to go, ready to move. And they move as we will speak the words that God gives to our mouth. We speak that. In that direction, the Jehovah of hosts move to get the policies done. God's things done. And Moses, he did, and he used the authority, the spiritual ability, signs, miracles, wonders. God did great signs, wonders, and miracles through Moses, like through Jesus Christ. Like that, God is showing us that perspective. We are of the heaven and not ordinary. Very powerful, special. We are given that seat. The highest location, highest seat, seated with Christ at the right hand of God, far above all the principality, powers, and might and dominion, all the words of the enemy. They're nothing. All the authorities of enemy, that's nothing. Nothing. And we are to execute. We speak the words that Father gives to us, to move with Father's desires, which is naturally coming to our hearts. And the word is near us. The words that He gives to us, the thoughts that He gives to us, the desire that He gives to us is near us, with our mouth, in our heart. It keeps coming. So that's our reality. As Moses walked, step forward each day, he saw that mighty God in action. The people of Egypt, they saw God in revelation. So we are that kind of person, yet we don't make it happen. It's not of our works, but it's of our willingness and humility. And God has planned, already has great plans, which He has before. Good works He has before ordained that He has for us. And He is building also, like God encouraged Moses. Each day, his faith grew each day. And for us also the same way. God desires all men to be saved all over the world. And through each of us, that He's going to make it happen. And our willingness, and we will not mix our hope with its worldly hopes, because those things confuses us. The world, they give different things. So that's that. But we are steadfastly focusing on God, then He walks us through and keeps us focused and hot. So He will do. So thanks be to God. So that's what I want.